Peace and blessings, fam. Salute to Minister General of SOA. And I'd like to talk about some very disturbing ideas. And one was put forward by Eric Prince, whose sister is Betsy DeVos, that was Donald Trump's Secretary of Education. A very powerful family. The thing about it is he's talking about recolonizing Africa, right? And, that's very interesting, understanding the development that there is American military bases in Africa. And, the fact that, this gentleman is the head of a private military company is telling. Because he said on his podcast or in an interview that he believes that Africa needs to be recolonized because Africans, cannot handle their own affairs, okay? And this is a very important subject because, I've discussed this previously on videos about the fact that we need to be military minded as a people and to, defend our own communities and our intellectuals and leaders, okay? Because there are plans by the far right, okay, to recolonize, Africa and other third world countries, all right? Beyond the fact of neocolonialism, we're going right back into, boots on the ground, oppression and suppression of a people, okay? Now, the reason why this is so important is because a lot of, our people have been misguided to think that, we should not, be military minded and think in terms of self-defense and things like that, we should turn the other cheek and be, if the people who govern you, all right, and who call themselves Christians have been running all over the planet, murdering, raping, and pillaging and dominating other people, and yet they call themselves Christians and not turning the other cheek, why should you? Okay? You should be defending yourselves against these people, all right, who want to put you to sleep, all right, and steal your most valuable resources, which is your mind, your intelligence, all right, your person, your very person. Right now in the United States, over 2 million people have been, locked up in prisons and are being exploited, you understand, by the prison industrial complex, okay? Modern day slavery. Black people in America have been contained in ghettos, all right, literally no different from what is happening, in Gaza, all right? So all that's left to be done is for bombs to be dropped on you, okay? So we need to be aware and conscious of what is happening politically in the world, okay? All right, so when we say that we need to be military minded and defend ourselves, and to, Africa shouldn't be relying on foreign countries for, weapons and things like that. African states should be, or the African Union should be building factories to manufacture their own weapons. All right, we need to think in terms of power. All right, and without military power, you have no political power. Okay, this is where we're at today. All right, we cannot continue to run to the Russians, run to the French, run to the United States to defend ourselves. Because what we're lining up for is to be dominated and controlled by others. All right, listen, the fight isn't over. The struggle isn't over. This is real. All right, you got to look at what's happening in Gaza. what's happening with Israel in the Middle East. They are Europeans that have come into the Middle East and took over a country that didn't belong to them. I don't care what the mythology of religion and all of that says. All right, we have to look at the reality of the history of settler colonialism. Look at what happened to the black people in Australia. Look at what happened to the black people, the indigenous people of the United States. All right, people who come in the name of peace, right? But all they gave was hell and destruction. Okay? And then we're indoctrinating to believe that these people are our saviors, that, somehow because of their technological advancements and so on, that they are superior to us. All right? Being superior technologically, right, does not make you superior as a human being. All right? We are more than, looking at what we're seeing from the behaviors of the developed and advanced nations. They might be superior technologically and have more sophisticated technology than the rest of the world, but they're no better than anyone else on this planet as far as their humanity is concerned. All right, to be able to slaughter innocent human beings, men, women, and children, you've lost your humanity. All right, and the people who are rightfully fighting and resisting are justified in their resistance of oppression by the God of creation. Okay, so let that be known. All right. Once again, I want to just ask you to please support Sons of Africa. It's a mobile site, so it's m.sonsofafrika.org, sonsofafrica.org. I will once again salute Minister General, and peace and love to all the people in the struggle.